What's up, everybody? It's Maisha Edmond, licensed cosmetologist in the state of New York, also a certified trichologist. What's going on? Ooh, bag full. What's going on? Listen. I am here. It is Friday, uh, August 9th. It's 7 p.m. What the heck? Anyway, I'm here late, but I wanted to jump on before I do my strategy 911, formerly known as Powwow. And I just kind of wanted to do like a little chit chat for those of you that may not be joining me tonight for the monetizing strategy. I did want to kind of like talk about starting over in trichology. So if you are somebody that's like, listen, I've done all the things, I've amassed all this information, and I'm really not sure what I want to do and how I want to do it as far as trichology. I really want to start over, but I don't know what to do first. Then this is the live for you. So a little bit of housekeeping. I am live on Instagram, Trichology 911, also Trichology _911, also live on Facebook, Maisha Edmond, and Maisha Edmond on YouTube. And so I just wanted to jump on and just kind of talk to you about starting over in trichology. And I'm going to start by letting you know that I did something big and crazy, seemingly crazy, but it makes sense to me. And I'm going to tell you why it makes sense in a minute. But before I tell you that, join me tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Strategy 911. I'm literally going to be spilling all the tea about another strategy that I have to make money. It's just like things that you already have that you don't even realize that you're not using properly. It's really important for you to just start like reading and like kind of like going through the things that you have so that you can really make the money that you should be making, right? So if you spending $30 on a subscription and you are not making money from that subscription, then you probably like me. Okay, so meet me tonight. The link is in the bio of my Instagram and is also on my page on Facebook. So get on over there to that. Okay, so let's talk about starting over. And I'm going to start it with what I did. So I have a email automation system, like a email autoresponder, like a little subscription, right? You know how you got ConvertKit and MailChimp and was it Constant Contact, all that stuff, right? So I was looking at my email autoresponder yesterday morning, and I was just looking at like, so you heard of like workflows, right? I feel like a lot of times, like us as trichologists, and maybe like even in the beauty industry, if we're not doing more than just kind of like the technician part, if we're not just doing the hair, we really are like missing out on a lot of money, right? And so I was looking at my email automation system, and I was like, I'm really not using this right. And then I looked at like how many tags I have, and tags are like a little word or a little something that you put to kind of make buckets of like people that subscribe to your different lists, right? So I had a list of people that came in from me doing their hair. So I moved that over. And then there like have been several classes and lives and different things, ebooks and different things that I've sold. And I would have a tag attached to it. So if you bought that specific thing, then I would know to speak to you along those lines. Sounds all fine and good. However, I never did it. So I had, I think I really started getting really big into like my emailing and all that stuff in 2020. I didn't really nurture it. I literally probably had about 322 people on my email list. But let's be honest, the email list was absolutely dead. I didn't think about how to use it. I didn't understand that say if this particular program says sequence, then it also means workflow, and workflow also means like funnel. Like I didn't put all that together. And so when I finally did realize what I had in my possession as far as being able to nurture clients outside of um, Facebook and TikTok and Instagram, it was like, these people are not going to remember me. This person bought an ebook or got a free ebook or a free list back in 2021. And, they may see me here and there, but they're not even doing trichology anymore. So I did not maximize what I could have concerning that list. So the crazy thing I did in reference to starting over, I erased my whole list. I erased my entire email list. It's fine. It's fine. If you join me tonight on Strategy 911 tonight on Zoom, I'm going to tell you exactly like the whole thing behind it and put you up on game so that you can do it too. But I literally erased each and every email that I had. Like, I went in and I did a bulk delete, and they are no longer on my email list. So I would not be accidentally sending things out. I will not be doing things on purpose as far as those lists are concerned. So what I have decided to do is start over. And so if you are a trichologist and you're like, listen, I'm so many years in, I've spent this much money, I'm this many hours in, I really want to start over because I do find that like my foundation was faulty, but I don't know how to do it. Just start over. So, I mean, if you've been following me for any length of time, you already know, like, I have written books, I have ebooks, I have trademarks, I have copyrights, I got blah, 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 right? Stuff that don't matter to you, right? But it matters to me because what happened was I start to pull all these things together and try to like solidify myself as like this expert in my field. And I mean, I do have a level of expertise and I'm doing certain things. But what happened was I noticed that, I noticed that I had a lot of stuff, but it wasn't in order. And so because it wasn't in order, it kind of stifled me. It stifled me in the sense that you kind of get a little bit like proud, like prideful about like the stuff that you've accomplished in any field, right? When you've done it for this long and then you figure out, man, I'm not doing this right. I need to make some adjustments. And so I said, let me surpass that. Let me get past that whole thing and start over. So I erased my entire email list. So if you were ever on my email list, you are no longer on my email list. I was like, I shouldn't have did that. But then I'm like, no, I know how to do it the right way now. I know how to nurture. I know what I want to talk about. I know who I am as a trichologist and who I want to be to other trichologists and new and improving trichologists. And so I've decided to just take a step back in that area and really just kind of represent myself, right? So if that's you, if you're like, listen, I done took this, that, and the other class. I've done all these things. I got these certificates. I got pictures with this one and that one. People know me for this and that. So what? People know you for this and that. People know you for this circle. It's okay. It's okay to literally start over. I want you to be able to start over. So that's what I did. I literally erased my entire email list. It wasn't a lot of people, but it was a lot of people, like, you know what I'm saying? It was 322, right? It was clients from my Acuity. So if you had like a booking site, you could like import your emails over to your email responder system or whatever like that. So I did that. I literally took everything out because I'm like, now I know what I want to focus on. And that's why it's really important for you to figure out what type of trichologist you want to be. Because if you can do that, you know what you want to offer. You want to know, like, do you want to be a teacher? Listen, everybody shouldn't teach. Everybody is not a teacher. And I feel like I guess the natural progression of things in the trichology world is that as soon as you learn trichology, because you pulled yourself out of the pack of stylists, is that now you're the one that's teaching trichology. And I always said, I do not want to teach trichology per se. I want to teach the skills. I want to teach the strategies that are going to help you to maximize the stuff that you learned. And so that being said, when I found myself going into those spaces of now I got a certification course and I got this and that, it's like that's not really what I want to do. After you get your certification, come to me. After you have learned all your skills, come to me as far as like the basics, right? The body systems and all that other stuff. I do stuff like that, but I'm like, yeah, how do you use it? Because once you use all that stuff, now you just know it, but you don't know how to apply it. And so when you are in that space where you kind of feel stuck and you kind of feel like, okay, what am I going to do with the knowledge that I have now? How am I going to move differently now? I seem to be a little stifled. I seem to be a little stuck as it relates to trichology or being a healthy hair care practitioner. Then you need to start over, at least step back and decide if you should start over. Maybe it's not as drastic as starting over. Maybe it's something like you step back and then you go, okay, what do I need to tweak? But how would you know if you keep going just for the sake of going, just to say that you didn't quit, right? So that's what I did. And I just wanted to let you guys know that, listen, I have started over. I've erased my email list. I ain't know nothing about it anyway. Now I know stuff, right? But it was pretty much dead. But there's so many different things that I'm going to be doing. And with me understanding what I had as far as like the tools and the subscriptions that you pay for and all that other stuff, all those things made me realize, okay, I'm not using this to its capacity. And so that's what I will be doing now and in the near future. Anyway, join me tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Strategy 911, which is formerly the Powwow. And I have some monetizing strategies for you for your business, how you're going to monetize some stuff that you have sitting around that you didn't even know was worth that much money anyway. All right. So join me tonight. The link is in my bio on Instagram. It is also on a post on my page on Facebook, Maisha Edmond. All right. So if you're over here, go to Instagram. If you're on Instagram, go to the bio. All right. I'll see you guys tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hit the tip jar. You know what it is. Have a great day and happy hair growing.